Okay, so tonight we are going to do a review of, it's another Southern Collective, this time coming from Matt from That Bourbon Dude. This is a single barrel rye. It was distilled in Indiana, so that's MGP more than likely. It's a 13 year. This one is labeled as a Pickle Bomb, 113 proof. So Southern Collective is a non-distilling producer. They're one of the ones that are fairly open and honest about where they're getting their distillate from, where they're sourcing from. And I've reviewed another one on here that David from That Bourbon Group, and he also has his own page with his wife, The Everyday Pour. So go give them a look. Give them a subscribe and a follow. But the one that he gave me, if I remember right, it was a wheat. I'd have to go back and look. But I know that I really liked it, and it was really different from what I usually get on most bourbon. But anyway, so this one is a rye. Oh hell, we'll just do the whole thing. Let's kill it. Anyway, so this one, it's got some good color. See if you can see them. Got a little bit of viscosity to it. You can kind of see it in the light. By the time I get it found in there, there's a glare. But anyway, so yeah. Now, the reason this one's called a Pickle Bomb is because some people with a rye get a dill note. And I have never got that before. That's why I was excited to try this one. Not that I think pickle flavored whiskey sounds good, but it's interesting because I know some people get that and I don't. I had one the other night that I finally got a mint note on it, and it was like pure wintergreen lifesavers. Never got that before. Usually what I get is either just kind of a rye spice into a rye. There's a funk that I get sometimes, but a lot of times I'll get this apple peel. And that's usually what I get on a rye. So, there's some oak in there. I can tell it's rye. I get a hint about the time I think I've got it, about the time I think there it is, it's gone. So it's so faint on the nose. But I do get a lot of kind of rye, like almost like a baking spice, slightly sweet on the nose. Obviously oak. You're definitely going to have some oak on a 13 year. But there's just still a hint. Whoa, about messed that up. Yeah. One of these days I'll learn to use editing software and we can filter those out. But until then, y'all get to deal with it. There's some like caramel and dark chocolate in there. There's a lot. Like, that is one of the most interesting noses on bourbon. Well, it's not a bourbon, it's a rye anyway. On whiskey that I've gotten. There's just a lot to take in. And as I sit here, I'm starting to get that, what I would consider the dill note. On the beginning, it's not there. It's oak, some rye funk. But I kind of get it on the back end. It's interesting. It's not bad. You'd think, if you were tasting pickles in your whiskey, you wouldn't think that'd be very good, but somehow this works. I don't know if I'd call it a pickle bomb. Like, I have to look for it. It's only kind of like that whenever you're on the back of the palate and you kind of go, I can tell it's there, but I have to look for it. It's very, very interesting. There's some funky rye going on. Almost a hint of that apple peel note and some spice. The palate, the nose doesn't transfer to the palate. Because as I am taking in the nose, I do get a slight sweetness. There's no sweetness there, but it's not like bitter or anything. It's just there. That is very interesting. There's a lot going on. This is probably one that you would probably have. If you're going to have a few pours in a night, you might only have like one of these, or you might have one, have something else, maybe come back to it later. But the proof isn't super bad. I mean, it's like only 113 proof, so it's not that. Excuse me. There's just a lot of flavors. It's real. To me, it's just kind of rich and intense. This is not I'm not going to, if I say it's not an easy sipper, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, this is one you're going to sit and think about. You're not going to come in from a long day at work and you want to have a pour to relax. This ain't the one. This is great for whiskey nerds that want to get in there. Look at that. You got some, yeah. That want to get in there and pick it apart and see what they can find and really enjoy it and really get into it. And this one there's a lot there to look into. I get the dill more on the nose than I do the palate. As this sits there and opens up, it's more in the nose than it is the palate. The palate, it's not even really in the palate, it's more in the finish, kind of the back end. But yeah, it's just, there I get it. But it's not, it's really, really good. I've had the one that David sent me, this one. I think I may have had another Southern Collective, but I can't remember. One of these days I'm going to get better at tracking the samples that I've been given. But until then, I know I've had these two, and I love both of them. So far, Southern Collective is batting 1,000. So another good pour from, if y'all get to Tennessee, into the Nashville area, highly recommend you check them out. They're definitely on my list to try. So anyway, this is the Southern Collective Single Barrel Rye Pickle Bomb, and I hope y'all enjoy it.